Hi there, my name is Philip Diarth. I work for a Cisco Meraki partner called IFM in New Zealand. This is a series of videos on how to deploy a pair of Meraki vMX appliances into Amazon AWS, in particular a pair of them that run active-active in an HA fashion. Full instructions are in a link at the bottom. This video is one part of that series. In this part, we're going to configure the EC2 alarms. These are used to detect if the vMX appliance is working or has failed. I've already deployed two appliances, one called vMX 2A, that's in Asia Pacific region, Southeast 2A, and the other is called vMX 2B, which is in the 2B availability zone. I've got one stopped and one running at the moment, so you can see the differences straight away between them being up and down. Now, by default, the status checks are only done every 60 seconds, but alarms are generated every 5 minutes. So we want to reduce our monitoring for our alarms down to 1 minute. And to do that, we need to enable detailed monitoring. So select each vMX, go to the monitoring tab, and click Enable Detail Monitoring. Once that's done, we'll now create our alarms, which we'll be using for tracking later on. So for this, we go to the Status Checks button, and we say we want to create a status check alarm. Now, by default, it has this option ticked, which is to generate, what can be used to generate an email notification. We're not going to do email notifications, but you're welcome to come back and revisit this so you can have email alarms if an instance fails. We're going to change for at least two status checks down to one here. So that means after one check of it being down for 1 minute, it's going to generate an alarm. Now note, if you don't see, you often only see this 1 minute option if you've got detailed monitoring enabled. Sometimes when you enable it, it doesn't kick in immediately, and you might need to just wait 5 minutes before you get this option. If you don't get this option, just cancel out all this dialog, go have a coffee, and then come back and you'll get the 1 minute option. So we're going to name this vMX 2A status check. And we'll create that alarm. And then we'll go create one for 2B. So we'll change that down so it fires it straight away. This will be vMX 2B status check. Let's create that alarm. Oh, we'll turn off the notification. We don't want any of those. Now, in about a minute, we should start seeing an alarm status showing up here. While we're just waiting for that to happen, we'll just go and look at the Meraki console. So in the Meraki console, this is a sample spoke, and I have one vMX up and one down. So you can see this one here shows that this route to 10.0.0.0/23 is down and one path is up. So the Meraki routing tables, they update automatically depending on whether the vMX is up or down. It's just the Amazon route tables we need to update dynamically. All right, we'll come back to here and we'll see if we've started getting our status checks popping in yet. All right, there we go there. So you can see already it's saying the vMX is okay, and vMX 2B is okay. vMX 2A has no data, which is equivalent to if it's powered off, that's what you see. If it was powered on but it stopped responding to ARP requests and the like, it would say that it had failed. So that's exactly what we want to see. It is possible in CloudWatch monitoring to add additional alarms, such as monitoring the amount of packets being sent. So like an additional trigger you could add is if the network packets drops to being less than or equal to 0. Obviously, the vMX should be generating packets all the time if it's working, but I find these status checks on their own are sufficient. All right, that's the end of this section.